store.
Abot mo na ang Torres 5 Line, imported from Barcelona, Spain. Lasap mo ang bango, tamis at sarap. Tikman mo, lasapin mo. Abot mo na ang sarap na inaasam mo. Abot mo na ang Torres.
The night opens up to those who open up to it. The spontaneous, the curious, the unexpected. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Ayan na, para pag nawa ka, galingan mo ha. Sa liga, cellphone yung nakanti. Oh, anong pang inaantay nyo? Basta cellphone, cellphone!
Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks, 30 years of technology distribution.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
For generations, families have trusted legendary fireworks to light up their celebrations safely, brightly, and boldly. This season, keep the tradition alive with fireworks built for excitement and crafted for safety. Legendary fireworks. Feel the firepower safely.
Never have I ever dared to stand out. Said yes to the unknown. Lit up the night. Don't worry. The fun never ever has to stop.
Tanduay flavored mixes.
Just open up.
Drink responsibly.
Kailangan pag-usapan na natin ng ating main game for this weekend sa ating Fil-Chi Athletic Association for the Sub-Division Tournament. Grace Christian College GT Radial kontra St. Stephen's High School SCAG. Once again, Jay De La Cruz, Randolph Yongson. Ito naman, rematch ng Battle for Third ng 2025 edition 40s above.
You definitely want to see this matchup, a heavyweight matchup
Oh.
to close out our first week here at the 40 and above division. St. Stephen's wants to, in a way, show them that they still have the better. Meanwhile, Grace wants to get back at their tormentor in that bronze medal game, as we see the 9 teams participating in this year's 40s division. 8 holdovers, 1 newcomer na kakapanalo lang kanina in PCC Eastern Communication, and everyone wants to join yung early leaders natin in our tournament.
So far, isang team na lang ang hindi pa natin makikita dito, ang St. Peter the Apostle School Metro Asia. Sila na lang yung wala pang laro dito. And as you recall, yung tournament format natin, since 9 teams tayo, single round robin, 8 games per team. Ang malalaro, 8 games ang malalaro ng bawat koponan dito sa ating torneo. Then top 2.
Yeah, that's a twice to beat advantage. Derecho semifinals. Ranks number 3 to 6 will play in a knockout quarterfinals. Every game counts, and remember, no playoff dito. Quotient system ang inaano natin. So, napaka-importante ng bawat laro. Lower seed from the quarterfinals will face the number 1 seed. Yung higher seed naman sa quarterfinals, kakalabanin yung number 2. And then, kung hindi ka papalarin, may battle for third pa rin tayo. Pero yung championship, best of 3 championship yan.
Sere yan. So, rivalry rekindle talaga dito sa ating Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated. Now, we talk about Grace Christian College GT Radial. They came up a bit short from that podium finish against the same team. And kung titignan mo naman tong lineup na to, medyo may kanipisan. They did not fill up that 22-man rotation dito. Pero solid itong core na to na may Albert Chua ka, na meron kang Alantan,
Dexter Kwan, yeah, Edsel Chua, Alex Lau is here. Almost bringing back the same core from last year. That really speaks to me that the chemistry, yung fino-focus nitong Grace Christian College GT Radial, headed by Coach Danny Ching.
Yung masasabi natin tatay-tatayan na talaga ng Grace Christian College, itong si Coach Danny Ching. In the meantime, ayan naman, yung usual Chinese Fil-Chi group na yan. Fil-Chi core na yan nila Coach Golden Monteverde, Bernard De Guia, Paolo Rivero, di ba? And sporting this St. Stephen's High School lineup na no new player added, na wala rin nabawas na player.
We're talking about chemistry for Grace. What about St. Stephen's, led by Mr. MVP Christian Luanzon?
Yan ba gusto niya? Yan ba request niya?
Malamang. Yun ang gusto niya mangyari. And eto na-miss ko. Jefferson T. Expect a lot of 3-pointers to be thrown by that guy. And this is gonna be an interesting matchup.
Ayan PG Plex Inolium key matchup natin. 2025 season averages. Siyempre notable, Albert Chua, the playmaker, the do-it-all guy para sa Grace GT Radial. Yan, Christian Luanzon, MVP number. Sige, Mr. MVP.
Well, we expect these numbers from Christian Luanzon. Kung hindi niya makukuha yung ganyan number, disappointment na yan But that's gonna be a big factor for Grace if they can stop Christian Luanzon.
Tara na, starting lineups. Malapit nang ipakilala dito sa tapatang Grace GT Radial at St. Stephen's SCAG.
Live in Tanduay Gym. There's the Fil-Chi Athletic Association 40s Division between GT Radial, Grace Christian College, and SCAG, St. Stephen High School. Introducing the starting lineup for both teams. First, for GT Radial, Grace Christian College, starting at guard number 2, Aldrin Yao. At the other guard, number 9, Cloyd Ong. Starting at forward, number 10, Mark Tan. At the other forward, number 14, Ben Chen. And starting at center, number 8, Alex Lau. Head coach is Coach Danny Ching. And now the starters for SCAG, St. Stephen High School. Starting at guard number 27, Arthur Tiu. At the other guard, number 1, Jeff Ong. Starting at forward, number 18, Ryan Ching. At the other forward, number 77, Harley Nan. And starting at center, number 24, Christian Luanzon. Head coach is Coach Goldwyn Monteverde.
Kenny Regino will be the crew chief. for this ball game, a FIBA referee. Kasama si Garchi pa rin, isang veterano. At pati na rin, ayan, to complete the 3 for our referees crew. Starting lineup on your screens. Floyd Ong, the shooter, diba? At wala pa yung mga main gunners. St. Stephen's High School, syempre, sige, Mr. MVP. Sige. Sige.
Yeah, but this is an interesting take for me, for Grace, with Alan Tan and Edsel Chua not starting in this game. A curious strategy for Coach Danny Ching. Meanwhile, labas pato agad. Alam mo naman, Christian Luanson, manning the paint para dito sa St. Stephen.
Pero make no mistake about it, in this lineup of Grace of GCC, GT Radial, Floyd Ong, known shooter,
Yes.
diba? And then, masasabi mong rookie dito pagdating sa 40s above division kasi usapan dito, born 2006. Si Aldrin Yao, the new player, yan, on your screen, si Aldrin Yao, born 06 yan.
Siya na pinakabata.
Oo. So, true na, di ba, kay Chris Chu last year?
Yes, kumbaga, iba eh. Iba
Born
yung ganun. Kumbaga, mga kuya mo yan, but in a way, medyo
born 80s. Oo.
mas agile ka, you are faster. Di mo pa nararamdaman yung mga kung ano-anong sakit-sakit dyan.
Check that, born 86 pala. Born 06 sabi ko.
Sanay ka sa
Youth
ano
basketball eh. Nasagasaan si Ben Chan, nakaharang sa dadaanan itong si Ryan Ching. At kung unang titignan mo dito siyempre St. Stephen's to ng 40s above. Una mo babantay dito yung kabantayan ni Christian Luanson.
Yeah, it's Alex Lau.
Medyo hindi pala nakikisama yung bola sa mga taga-Grace. Just turning that ball away. Ikot lang sa labas. Looking for Christian Luanzon. The kick out.
That was too strong.
Libre si Goldwyn Monteverde. Sino ba pinapasahan? Si
Kakampi
Coach
pa rin
Bernard?
naman eh. Kaso lang nasa bench.
Bawal nakapantalon.
Baka si Alex Lau.
leggings.
Okay.
Counted. Floyd looking for Ben Chan at the post. Driving to the baseline. Ang lalim, ang sikip. Rebound, Luanzon. Takbo ang St. Stephen's.
Nice pass.
Extra pass anticipated by Aldrin Yao. Pero recover pa rin ang St. Stephen's. Ang sikip ng mundo para kay Harlinang. Labas muna kay Christian. Shot lock down to 7. Pass up an open 3. Bigay sa mas libre sa kanto. Puro hangin ang tinamaan. 2 minutes gone by, still scoreless. Floyd Ong, that's his shot. And it's good.
And you know, this is going to be a key factor for Grace if they want to take down St. Stephen's, to try to hit those perimeter jumpers. St. Stephen's wants to quicken the pace. They thrive on that pace, but they have to hit those three-pointers. However, Harley Nang, ready naman sa sagot dyan.
First assessment, long two lang yung tinira ni Harley Nang, but the referee is asking our technical crew, led by Commissioner Juren Bakuli, to review that last shot. And in the meantime, there's Aldrin Yao announcing his presence. Nagpapakilala, bago ko dito sa 40s above. Ito, ibibigay ko para sa Grace. Harley Nang for 3. Now he made sure. Ay, hindi, sabi, yan, masigurado. Si Garchi.
Na 2 points.
Yun yung masakit doon, no? Long range, puro nakaapa ka sa linya. Pag sinuguro mo naman na hindi kanya nakaapa sa linya, tsaka di pa pasok.
Oo. Tanggapin mo na yung pumasok, yung counter.
Oo. Isa lang naman ang lamang dito ng Grace, di ba? Aldrin Yao for 3. That's short. Rebound. Sino? Alina.
Oh, no look pass.
Tumagos kay Ryan Ching. Tumagos kay Christian Luanzon. And that ball will stay on the side of Grace Christian College.
I don't know if that's the right move, really, for Grace to, in a way, match the pace of St. Stephen's. Because you see how much St. Stephen's wants to really, alam mo yun, parang pinball yung bola eh. And Christian Luanzon controls the game in that chaos.
Nire-review dito. Mukhang 3 points na nga. Ano to? Oh, 3 points na nga. Isa tira kanina ni Harley now. So we'll die here at 5. It's 6 and 34 remaining.
And going back to my point, we know Grace is a more disciplined half-court team.
That's right.
They operate in those plays. They're very disciplined, well-conditioned. So I don't know if that's going to be, that trend will continue in this game.
Lalo't pumasok na sa loob si Albert Chua. Pati na rin si Nino Sia. So added presence in that shaded lane for Grace Christian College.
Oh, a careless pass.
Hindi ready si Jeff Ong. Ayan, usap si Arthur Chu tsaka si Jeff Ong. Pare.
Kalma lang.
Kalma.
Wala pang pressure.
Oo. 6 and 18. Albert Chua using that Alex Lau screen. Albert, yung
Well read.
kili-kili shot, huling-huli ni Christian Wanzon.
Haba ng bias.
Oo. Libre. Just off to the left for Mr. MVP. Yes, sasabihin naman natin ng paulit-ulit yun because he is indeed the reigning MVP
no
here.
one's gonna take it away from you.
The first
inaugural MVP.
ng ating Fil-Chi.
But obviously, knowing Christian Luanzon, yes, the individual glory is good, but he wants that championship.
Oo. For context, St. Stephens was on pace to get to the finals as Ryan scores. The problem is
Natalo
they
lang
were
sa
just
Xavier.
derailed by Xavier, by the Stallions.
Who went to become the runner-up to Washong of Iloilo naman.
To the distance din yun. Nag-game 3 din yun. Albert Chua, second try for a three-pointer was all iron. And the ball will stay on the side of the Spartans. Tignan muna natin itong SK assist of the game.
Bilis.
Ganda ng tapos ni Ryan Singh. Galing kay Mr. MVP. Christian Wanzon, 7-5. St. Stephens, Jang ng timeout.
The night opens up to those who open up to it. The spontaneous, the curious, the unexpected. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Hindi mo tayo makakabenta.
Yes! Don't worry. Be Only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Basta Fil-Chi Flex, sigurado ang quality. Tapulin, linoli yung kamating. Plastic cover at iba pa. Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy. Lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy. Champion ka sa Fil-Chi Flex. Tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Five and 13 remaining in the first quarter. Ano yung nickname ni Christian Wanzon sa UAAP Football Games?
Go hard. I mean, that's what you want if you're a coach. Diba? Pakita mo sa players mo na you go hard every single game regardless. And you're seeing it in his game, diba?
Oo.
Kumbaga, no mercy ka eh. Lalo pa pag ganito, okay lang. Pero pag yung mga kami lang ka lang.
Awat naman. Traverse Asia, built for legacy, designed for life. Builder of luxury living and landmark spaces. Maraming salamat, Traverse Asia. Ano gumagawa na naman ng mga hand signals dito? Box out. Of course, just really a good friend, Christian Lodson. Kasama sa
lane violation.
Lane violation. Kakadaldal kasi.
Nabigyan tuloy ng free throw yung kalaban.
Kung ikaw naman, ayan. Converted na para kay Chua.
Hey, it's all fun and games, di ba?
Oo.
Until mabulyawan ka ni Golden Monteverde.
Ayan, kung inaakala nyo ganyan lang pa chill-chill lang si Coach Golds sa bench, Eh pag nag-ahabol mamaya ang St. Stephen's, dati maninigaw na yan. Ganda pa ng fast break dito. Ganda ng tapos ni Tanduay.
Yeah, Tanduay punishing itong St. Stephen's off that turnover. Christian Luanzon, no look pass, well read by the white shirts.
And Grace GT Radial ahead here 9-7. May tumula kay Luanzon.
Nalunod.
Sinong guilty party? It will be Ben Chan. Pero tignan muna natin itong fast break play nila Albert at Tindan Hildy driving to the basket na para ng BYD. Just can get yours at BYD Valenzuela, Marilao, or Bataan.
First assist for Edsel Chua, first of many.
Luanzon, punta sa kanto, libre. Tapos lang para kay Jeff Ong.
You know, he loves that. In a way, locating his teammates in the corner. They just have to, talking about St. Stephen's, find a way to manufacture points of those good passes because everyone knows the defense is focused on him.
But Nino Sia knocking that top of the key three. And Grace GT Radial creating some separation. Harley Nang. Nabitawan lang yung bola doon sa ere. And Albert Chua displaying his presence of mind, his basketball IQ. Naghintay ng kakampi, hindi sinugod eh. And getting that favorable matchup. Dunhill D with 5 on the shot clock. Naipit si D pero nanunulak na raw itong si Arthur Chu.
Lawrence Go also in the game.
Una pa lang naman.
Yep.
Agad. May kalupitan yung kamatchup dito ni Albert Chua. Tico Messina enters the ball game.
Hindi yan yung archivist.
Hindi.
Nililinaw ko lang.
Hindi.
Oh,
ganda ng pass sa ilalim. But JJ Chua just could not convert.
Oh, nice read by Edsel Chua.
Libre na. Nino Sia again.
And this is a great game plan para sa Grace Christian, making the bigs of St. Stephen work with the bevy of big men that they have. And that's centered on Christian Luanzon, making him tired. It's just been a tough day for the MVP.
But there's an answer coming from Jefferson Ong para makadikit ng bahagya itong St. Stephen's High School. 14-9, Grace GT Radial, Jiangnan. Timeout muna tayo. May nakikita kayo yung nakasalamin doon sa bandang background ng coaching staff ng Grace Christian College. Si GS yan, Gilbert Sanidad. Isa rin sa one of the faces or one of the
key players
dito para kay Coach Danny Ching. Not in the lineup, nasa coaching staff. From what we've heard, just nursing an injury.
So hindi na ihahabol?
Oo.
O pwede pa?
Yan na yun. Kung ano yung nakasulat, yan na yun. Pero kung tutuusin din, just also a key factor here, talking about Gilbert Sanidad, nung last year, 8 points per game, 6.2 rebounds per game, 2.4 assists, 2.6 steals. Pero sabi ni Albert Chua, sige,
ako rin. Kaya namin.
Jay Randall, kami muna.
No, but we were just mentioning about GS. Oliver Lau is also listed as assistant coach, but he's also playing.
Oo.
Ganyan naman dito eh.
Oo.
You contribute as much as you can kahit na-injured ka. Pero syempre, gusto mo lang, lumaro ka pa rin.
May kasama pang fake pass. Albert Chua getting the bucket was a foul.
And that's what Albert Edsel Chua brings to the table. Of course, you know he wants to set the plays for his teammates, but he cannot give him that opening. And that was the bike drive of the game. Bike drive. Dare to drive big.
Dare to drive big. Yun nga eh. Yun yung ginawa ni Albert doon. At ikot ng tao, si Coach Danny Ching, pati na rin ang St. Stephens. Dave Gao is in the ball game, one of the tallest players for Coach Golds.
And they need that heft, especially with Alex Lau and Nino Sia up front for Grace GT Radial.
Pero pag-usapan natin, kasi kinukwento mo yung timeout, yung nagiging diskarte sa opensa ng Grace Christian College.
Yeah.
Pero opensa muna dito sa St. Stephens.
It's really good that in a way they're trying to take Christian Luanzon out on defense by putting a bigger body on him whenever they have the offense.
Ito, set muna dito. Kaya lang may kalayuan yung pasa papunta kay Ang. Turnover. That's Brian Ang. Another new face para dito sa Grace GT Radial. Final 2 minutes. Messina. Ikot muna kay Gao. Kakat.
That Patterson go?
That is Patterson go.
First entry of the game for Patterson go.
Aktibo din sa St. Stephens basketball talaga eh, no? Sumali na nga ng 50s. Kasali rin sa 40. Siyempre, 45. Makikita mo yan, di ba? As Luanzon missed that shot. But no, getting the offensive rebound. Luanzon directing traffic. Screen provided by Dave Gao. Did not use it. And the ball went out of bounds. That is turnover number 6 for St. Stephens. SCAG.
I'm just looking at St. Stephens because nauna si Lawrence Go sa loob eh. Usually when Lawrence Go is inside, Patterson Go isn't far behind.
It's 90 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Another open shot, but it was blocked by Lawrence Go.
Luanzon!
You know he wants to take over.
This early, no?
Yeah. He hasn't gotten the best offensive sets early on. Hindi niya makuha yung flow ng laro niya. The shots from deep is not there. The passes have been well telegraphed. So, you know, kailangan mo munang, again, just trying to get the confidence by just seeing the ball go through the hoop.
Sincerity Cafe and Restaurant, home of the most famous fried chicken in town since 1956.
And you know, when you got players of that caliber, he only needs that big spark, yung konting spark na ganyan to get his game going.
Second one for Luanzon. Yun yung nakakatakot dyan eh. Na he's one of the prime examples that a guy just needed to see that ball go through the hoop na gumalaw yun lang yung net, mag-swish. Diba? Magsusunod-sunod.
And you know he puts points in bunches. And one thing that I really like about him in this plane is, yes, he scores, but he never fails to share the wealth to his teammates and give them that confidence too.
May kasikipan yung execution sa half-court ng Grace GT Radial. So, sisikip din yung depensa. So, sabi ni Brian Ang, sige, galing tayo sa labas.
That was a high looping shot.
Almost made its way in. Ito no Obel. Albert Chua tried to stop the play with a foul but none was called. Resulting to that 3. Masyado na malakas. Dives ang bola si Pico Messina. At may foul kasi nakapin down na si Brian Ang. Hindi ito wrestling. Basketball pa rin to.
Naka-side control eh.
Oh, side control. Oh. Side control na pumihit, binigay na yung likod eh.
But talk about the effort of Rico Messina. 3 defenders to beat. He gets the ball and gets another possession for his team.
Kaya wala pa sa penalty ang Grace. That was their last foul to give. So execute sa half court ang mga nakaube. Pico. Labas kay Patterson. Diretso sa rin tres, kaya lang may kahinaan. And Alex Lau securing that ball, and Fico Messina could not do anything.
Sabi siguro ni Alex Lau, tama ka na. Nakaisa ka na kanina eh.
Get out. Ayan, penalty na. So Alex Lau at the line. So far scoreless for Alex Lau.
Looks like no Dexter Kwan on the bench of Grace.
Eh, mahaba-haba din yung naging kampanya ng team ng Grace Christian College. Pero asahan mo yan. Come mid-season. Okay. Baka next game lang eh. Makita na natin eh.
Baka sa Monday.
Oo. Gravity Sales Corporation. Maraming salamat.
Tama ba? Monday man next game?
St.
Stephen's pa lang Monday.
St. Stephen's ang Monday. Kalaban nila si Uno High, Tri-Gem. Ang Grace, sunod nilang makakalaban ay si St. Jude Linya. Besamarksfan.com. That's going to happen matagal-tagal pa, sir, on the 29th.
Ay, baka nga by that time.
Oo. Pero busy ang Grace basketball community nun. Actually, as far as Fridays are concerned, in the meantime, turnover again for St. Stephen's. Turnover number 7.
And that's a problem for St. Stephen's. Usually, hindi sila yung nagkakalat ng ganyan.
Baseline jumper won't work for Ron Lim. Last shot time. Messina. Sinasabi nila Dave Gao. Sandali lang. Teka lang. Libre na si Harley sa kaliwa. Pero binigay kay Dave Gao. 5 seconds remaining. 3 on the way. Straight but strong. Rebound battle won by Alex Lau.
No more time.
And that will do it at the end of the first quarter. Really eventful. Pero ang Grace GT Radial, ang ganda naman ang kalat na kompensa dito. Nino Sia contributing from the top of the key of that three-pointer. Total of 5 points for Nino Sia in this first quarter. Harley Nang sa kabila naman is making his name known on the side of St. Stephen's. Albert Chua making things happen, playmaking, attacking. Yan ang aasahan mo talaga kay Albert Edsel Chua. At the end of the first quarter, 7-point advantage for Grace GT Radial.
Sigurado ang quality tapoli, linoleum, kamating, plastic cover at iba pa. Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy, lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy. Champion ka sa PG Flex, tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Lapit na mag-umpisa ang ating second quarter. Jade De La Cruz together with Randolph Leongson. 7-point advantage for Grace GT Radial against St. Stephen's SCAG, 20-13. Siyempre, quick look at the numbers, pinakamalaking advantage ng Grace GT Radial bench points dahil kay Nino Sia at kay Albert Chua.
And also the turnover story for St. Stephen's needs to be studied if they want to get back into this game.
Pico Messina was so concerned with the trailers na baka masupalpal siya nung mga humahabol sa kanya. Could be the contributing factor why he missed that wide open layup.
Minsan talaga ganun eh. You focus on what you need. Hayaan mo na lang kung mabutata o hindi.
Oo. Aldrin Yao back in the ball game. Setting it to Ron Lim. They go up top. Movement on the right side. Lim with 5 on the 24. Nasa po yung pasa. Top shot!
Wow.
Got it!
That's just patient offense on the part of Grace GT Radial.
Erwin Lim with his first 2 points of the ball game.
And again, going back to that first quarter, pinag-usapan nga natin, obviously the game plan for Grace GT Radial is to negate the presence of Christian Luanzon because we know how much he impacts the game. So far, they're doing a great job on it. 2 points, 3 rebounds pa lang. And in a way, napupuwersa din nila yung St. Stephen's na maging makalat through their turnovers.
Nagulat to. Di gumana yung paggulat na layup ni Penchan. May kalakas. And in the meantime, Arthur Chu back in the ball game. That hesitation.
It's traveling.
A turnover.
Anong ginawa?
Nag-chat.
Yeah!
Nahiya eh.
I was waiting for it since game 1.
Now it's the time, sir. Christian Luanzon, by the way, back in the ball game. Their school looking at a 9-point disadvantage. Ron Lim.
Forced shot.
Tried to manufacture a shot. He thought he got fouled. None was called. Luanzon with the basketball. Ikot muna. Pero saan mo makakabalik sa kanya yan? At didiskarte na si Luanzon. Step back jumper.
Malakas lang. Ooh!
Ayan, dadahan-dahanin.
This is more to the game of Grace, a deliberate attack.
And they're forcing again Christian Luanzon to pop out. Mintis lang yung tres ni Erwin Lim. Arthur Chu, lead pass. Christian Luanzon, misdirection. Spins to the other side. 2 points, Christian Luanzon.
4 points so far in this game. It's just too hard to stop him. I don't know how long can Grace contain him.
Isa pang magiging diskarte dito ni Coach Danaching. You just throw a plethora of defenders as Alex Lau and Aldrin Yao executed a picture-perfect pick-and-roll play.
And they caught Luanzon on a bench there. Alex Lau left in the open for the lay-in.
That has been the MO so far, forcing Christian Luanzon to play defense. In the meantime, open 3. Ang dami ring open shots ng St. Stephen's na hindi pumapasok,
And that has been the absent factor for St. Stephen's SCAG. Remember, last season, they were one of the best 3-point shooting teams. In this game, 1 of 12 pa lang.
In the meantime, power move, power play coming from Christian Luanzon, just like Powerhouse Tools. Built up.
Yung mga ganong perimeter shots, 3-pointers, yun yung nakapagpapalayo sa St. Stephen's in their games last season. And if that's gonna be absent and they continue to miss, it's gonna be a problem for them.
Carly now still looking for those baskets. Cross-court pass, napasobra sa atras si Erwin Lim. Hingi ng timeout dito. Siyam pa rin ang abante ng Grace GT Radial. Diyan ng timeout.
For generations, families have trusted legendary fireworks to light up their celebrations safely, brightly, and boldly. This season, keep the tradition alive with fireworks built for excitement and crafted for safety. Legendary fireworks. Feel the firepower safely.
Never have I ever dared to stand out. Said yes to the unknown. Lit up the night. Don't worry. The fun never ever has to stop.
Tanduay flavored mixes.
Just open up.
Drink responsibly.
6:35 remaining in the second quarter. Siyam ang abante ng Grace GT Radial. And during that timeout, Randolph, ang dami na nating naririnig na sigawan sa huddle.
Remember, this is just their first game, huh?
And for context, ang nagtitimon ngayon sa coaching staff, ang lead deputy ngayon ni Coach Goldwyn Monteverde, si Bernard de Guia.
Yes.
Libre na si Arthur Chu.
Oh,
Ang ganda ng pwesto kasi
yep,
doon.
great effort on the putback.
And Harley Nang, perhaps the most active one here from St. Stephen's. Na parang di pa nagpapahinga dito si Harley Nang.
Harley Nang leading all scores with 5 points for his team.
And Harley Nang,
He has played all of this 13 minutes.
Harley Nang at the free throw line.
Ayan, nagdagdag na ng big man si Coach Goldwyn with kagalingan in the game para sa St. Stephen's SCAG.
Okay, Philippines Pan Asia Carrier Corp moving with you. Maraming salamat. Hindi gumalaw score kasi kapos yung free throw. Kapos pa rin. And this early, remember, just in the second quarter, haven't reached the halfway point yet. And you'd consider na baka nauubos kagad ng gas dito.
Oh, that was nice.
Give and go, pero napunta kay Brian Ang. May nakatao kagad. Pukul ulit si Nino Sia. He made one earlier. Not this time. JJ Chua inside!
JJ Chua, pinakita ang galing kay kagalingan.
Steady lang sa ilalim. Steady lang, sir. I got you.
That was also an unforced error. Kagalingan had his hands on the ball but lost grip. Oh!
Nasa kaliwang bahagi naman kasi itong si Ortiz tsaka si Nang. Ang problema doon sa gitna binigay. Tignan muna natin yung points inside the paint by JJ Chua. Brought to us by Moisen.
9th turnover for St. Stephen's.
Brian Ang. Short. Ayan kasi talaga 3-point.
Oh!
Nice save by Cloyd Ong.
Talk about the hustle of the white shirts.
And there's JJ Chua again. Buti na lang nakababa na si Nino Sia.
May insurance eh.
Oo. Cloyd Ong against the shot clock. No, Christian Watson on the rebound. Lead pass, Harley Nang. One man to beat. Harley Nang, hindi na pinasa sa kakampi. Got the basket to go, plus a foul.
Yeah, Harley now acknowledging that he got the size advantage when it came to the heft against Albert Edsel Chua. Just deciding to take it strong inside. And that's your Jatour end one play of the quarter. Courtesy of Jatour, drive your future.
Siyempre, having that main guy mentality, di ba? Bakit papasa yan?
Kumbaga, I mean, obviously, you know Luanson's your main guy, but ako yung medyo magandang nilalaro ngayon eh.
Oo. Akin na yan.
And sometimes, people will just say, hindi, sige, sa'yo na yan. Deserve mo yan. Kunin mo yan. And that's just what Harley Nang did.
Under 5 minutes to play in the first half. 26-18, Grace GT Radial. Albert Chua, his intended kick out bothered by Ortiz. And Benedict, or rather Alfonso Ortiz, just forced that turnover. Let's just turn it into 2 points. Yan sinasabi ng St. Stephen's.
No one closing out on Ortiz.
Walk on 3, eh, no?
Actually, ang nakabantay pa to, si Luanson.
Oo.
Kakampi pa niya.
Oo. Diretso yung si Brian Ang, pero wala. Tipid sana ni Cloyd Dong, di gumana. Nagmamadali lang ngayon si Jeff Ongos back in the game for the Stephenians.
But the defense of Grace is just too quick. It's already set.
Oo. Kaya na titigilan din. Ay, nanulak si Albert. And just before that foul, to the credit of Grace GT Radial, kaya nga, parang nakikita mo, pag tumatakbo yung opensa ng St. Stephen's, matitigilan sila.
Yes. Parang nagbo-ball watch minsan.
Oo. Ta-time out sila Coach Danny Ching with 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We have Jang Nan timeout.
Welcome to Cold Storage, where freshness, quality, and convenience come together for every Filipino. Each product is hygienically packed and kept at the perfect temperature to lock in freshness. Cold Storage Seafood, freshness you can trust, right here in store.
Minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this is something you'd like to see if you're Grace na. Kasi last year, nakita mo yung pananalasa ng St. Stephen's.
Nangiiwan talaga eh.
Oo, against the competition, di ba? And now you are looking at an 8-point advantage. You're maintaining that quality of defense against this Christian Luanson-led offense, forcing him to take such tough shots.
Yeah, those are not easy shots, and you're really trying to make him work for every point. This is more of Grace's game, di ba? Yung very deliberate, very methodical, clinical, surgical attacks.
And you have Aldrin Yao or Albert Chua setting up the playmaking.
But that was a dangerous pass.
Yung entry pass na agaw ni Alvin Cagilingan. Nice pass! Jefferson with the finish.
And you see immediately Assistant Coach Joey Dada standing up. We could not have that, talking about Grace, because every quick opportunity, a turnover, leads to an easy transition offense para St. Stephen's.
Tumabi na kayo. Hayaan nyo mag one-on-one si JJ Chua at si Alvin Cagilingan. Ang nangyari, dribbling violation si JJ Chua. Check out his fast break play. First driving to the basket na parang naka-BYD si Jeff Ong. Uy! You can get yours at BYD Valenzuela, Marilao, or Bataan.
That's how fast they can manufacture points off turnovers, talking about St. Stephen's. And yun yung pinag-uusapan doon sa bench ng ng Grace. Huwag nating hayaang magkaroon tayo ng ganung lapses kasi ang bilis nilang nakakahabol.
Tulad niyan, Harley Nang still continues his assault on the offensive end. 10 points for Mr. Nang.
And don't look now, St. Stephen is down by just 2 points.
Pamatay sunog, but extinguishing 3 coming from Cloyd Ong.
That was a big 3-pointer for Cloyd Ong.
Di makasagot si Christian Wanson. Still couldn't get a bounce. Rebound, JJ Chua. Grace wanting to rebuild that separation they had earlier. Dunhill dito, Cloyd Ong. Back-to-back threes! Walang pakialam kahit nandun si Jefferson Ong sa harap niya. Tignan nyo itong hungry pares 3-pointer na to ni Cloyd Ong. Close out or not, Cloyd Ong will make that ball go swish. Diyan ng timeout muna. Grace Christian College, GT Radial, medyo nakahinga ka ng maluwag. If you're St. Stephen's, SCAG, guys, we're just within 2.
Yeah, but
balik sa 8 yung lamang nakalaban.
But again, going back, it's rarely that we see St. Stephen's SCAG being this off from distance. They're only shooting 1 of 16. Worse, the opposition, Grace GT Radial, is shooting 4 of 14, 28%. It's not that good, but it's far better than the shooting ng St. Stephen's.
Tatlo galing kay Cloyd Ong, isa galing kay Nino Sia. Kagalingan, labas kay Jeff Ong. The 3 is good. Finally, some relief when it comes to the perimeter shooting of St. Stephen's SCAG.
And they need to make those open shots. Grace is daring them to take those. It's a rarity in this game na merong ganun ka-open na tira ang St. Stephen's. So they have to manufacture points of those shots.
Aldrin Yao scoring against Harley Nang, who will be warned for making a foul.
Yeah, true enough. Hinihingi ni Aldrin Yao yun eh.
Nauna yung tumba kaysa sa pangga. Luanzon against 2. No. And Grace are living with that kind of play coming from St. Stephen's offense.
Again, take Luanzon out of the equation. You already won half of the battle.
A minute and 18 remaining in the second quarter. Aldrin Yao with 6 on the 24. Download to Nino Sia against Harley Nang. Sia put up a shot. Looking for contact, none was called. Pinapababa na lang ni Coach Danny Ching si Nino Sia. Harley Nang, extra pass. Another extra pass. Palakas na yung tira ni Ortiz. Pero Luanzon with the rebound.
He's just doing everything in this possession for his team.
Luanzon mid-range. Yan naman yung magugustuhan mo talaga kay Christian Luanzon. He is so sure within those 17 feet of range. Kahit nakatagilid siya.
Stabilizing force for his team. And that shot, that mid-range, mga Kobe-like siya. That's in his bag for so long.
5 on the shot clock. Nag-aabang lang sa kanto si Dan Hildy. Lumapit bahagya. Dan Hildy couldn't get a bounce. Nakasabit si JJ Chua. Alvin Kagalingan will be tagged with that foul. That's just the first team foul. That's just the first team foul of St. Stephen's.
And that's just credit to the honesty that the white shirts have done against St. Stephen's.
You can expect this to be chippy come the second half.
Yeah.
No need to foul if you're St. Stephen's kasi babalik pa naman sa'yo yung bola.
But you need to play great defense to deny them of a shot.
Extra pass intended, but Aldrin Yao with the recovery. Shot did not work though. Christian Luanzon. He traveled. That's a good goal.
He wanted to pass when he got the rebound, but there was no one available. And then he decided to dribble.
He knew it. He knew it. May isa pang timeout dito, si Coach Danny Ching. 34-29, 6.4 seconds remaining in the first half. Jack, ng timeout tayo.
Welcome to Cold Storage, where freshness, quality, and convenience come together for every Filipino. Each product is hygienically packed and kept at the perfect temperature to lock in freshness. Cold Storage Seafood, freshness you can trust, right here in store.
.4 seconds remaining. One more shot to go.
The painful part for St. Stephen's, that was turnover number 10 for them. And you do not want to turn the ball over when it's the last seconds of the quarter, giving the opposition one more chance for the possession.
Ang sikip. And that's a foul to give. Coming from St. Stephen's. bunch of fouls to give. Still 2 more.
Sabi mo second half yung pagiging chippy. Ngayon pa lang eh.
Matatapos na to. 3.9 seconds na lang eh. 3.9 buong almost 10 minutes of play. Walang foul St. Stephens. Palit muna ng lente si Albert Chua. At wala munang corrected lenses itong si Albert Chua. It ended up as a turnover. And that will do it at the end of the first half. It may look close at the onset, pero it has been all Grace, GT Radial as far as the first half is concerned. Kahit may Christian Lanzon na gagawa in one way or another, he had to bleed for those shots.
Yeah, and Grace was just in full control. In a way, this was their pace in the first half. Yes, in a way, Harley Nang got his licks, but Dunhill D just finding his teammates. Cloyd Ong hitting 3-pointers.
Christian Lanzon had to be really Kobe mode in order for St. Stephens to recover in this 5-point deficit that they are encountering at the end of the first half.
Flex, sigurado ang quality tapoli. Linoleum karmating, plastic cover at iba pa. Tatak matibay, tatak Pinoy. Lahat gawa sa pawis at husay ng Pinoy. Champion ka sa PG Flex. Tatak Pinoy, ito ang the best.
Welcome to Cold Storage, where freshness, quality, and convenience come together for every Filipino. Each product is hygienically packed and kept at the perfect temperature to lock in freshness. Cold Storage Seafood, freshness you can trust, right here in store.
Abot mo na ang Torres 5 line, imported from Barcelona, Spain. Lasap mo ang bango, tamis at sarap. Tikman mo, lasapin mo. Abot mo na ang sarap na inaasam mo. Abot mo na ang Torres.
The night opens up to those who open up to it. The spontaneous, the curious, the unexpected. Open up to your new best memories with Tanduay flavored mixes. Drink responsibly.
Ayan na, para pag nawa ka, galingan mo ha. Sa liga, sell mo yung kakampi. Oh, ano pang inaantay nyo? Basta cellphone, cellphone!
Technology moves the world. And we move technology closer to you. MEC Networks. 30 years of technology distribution.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
halftime ng laban ng GCC GT Radial at ng St. Stephen's SCAG. 34-29 ang ating talaan matapos ang unang 20 minuto ng laban dito. Jay De La Cruz together with Randolph Yongson. Hawak na ang numero na hatid sa atin ng Labtex Pipes.
Yeah, better execution on the part of Grace Alumni, 40%. But the 3-point story, 4 of 14 for Grace GT Radial, 2 of 17 lang para sa St. Stephen's SCAG. It's rare that we see St. Stephen's shooting this terribly from the outside. They want to do better come the second half. Turnover story, hindi nagkakalayo. 12-10 in favor of St. Stephen's. Mas konti yung turnovers nila, pero yung bench lift na nakukuha ng Grace Alumni GT Radial 17-2 is very evident in that first half.
Bench points na pinangungunahan, bench points that majority is created by Albert Chua. Be it not from his points but from his passing. Pero ang pinakabida dito para sa Grace yung perimeter shooting nung Cloyd Ong. Tignan mo yun ninyo siya off the bench 5. Oh.
Yeah, Cloyd Ong, 9 points, all from long distance. Harley Nang keeping St. Stephen's SCAG in this game, scoring 10. Christian Luanzon, he had to really work for those 8 points. But really, you talk about the bench points. Albert Chua, again, only with 4. But if you account the points na nag-assist siya that he was responsible for, that's more than that. And that's a big reason why they are up by 5 here at halftime.
On the other side, Harley Nang with 10 points. Christian Lanzon had to plead for his 8 points in that ballgame to go, along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Siya pa rin yung focal point ng opensa dito ng St. Stephen's as we take a look at our PG Flexidolium key matchup.
And obviously, Albert Chua, this is the numbers that we expect from him. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Just keeping everyone happy, sharing the basketball. Christian Luanzon is doing his best to do that, but the defense of Grace is centered on him, and they want him to be negated more in these last 2 quarters. If Grace can do that, that's probably going to be win number 1 for them.
34-29 is the count here at halftime. Lamang po ng 5 puntos ang Grace Christian College GT Radial. When we return, second half of action, we're about to go underway.
Ayan na, para pag nawa ka, galingan mo nga. Sa liga, sell mo yung kakampi. Oh, anong pang inaantay nyo? Basta cellphone, cellphone!
Na, umpisa na natin to. Mukhang masisiran yung naging usapan talaga ng St. Stephen's sa dugout eh. Hindi na nakapag-shoot around eh. They will come out of that dugout straight into action. No shoot around whatsoever.
And if you know Coach Goldwyn Monteverde, it doesn't matter how long you're going to take a shootout as long as you play discipline on the court, which is something that this team has not done in that first half. That's why they are playing behind. But maybe that pep talk at halftime might wake up something in them. But so far, it's still the white shirt still in control.
Are there changes coming on the side of St. Stephen's? We're about to find that one out as we begin the second half of action here in this Grace GT Radial St. Stephen's SCAG matchup. In this continuation of the Fil-Chi Athletic Association 40s above tournament. Jay De La Cruz together with Randolph Yongson and Arthur Chu just passed it to the utility guy at that baseline.
And once again, the turnover is hounding itong St. Stephen's SCAG. Turnover number 11 for them in this game.
Kala ko, ang pinasahan to si Coach Junel Baculi. Oh, look at this. Albert Chua and Nino Sia starting the second half for Grace. Muntik
Niluwa
pumasok.
lang.
Ang lalim na ni Albert Chua doon.
Yeah, but that was a nice play on the part of Grace.
Harley Nang off the glass shot. 12 points, Harley Nang.
Hey, they're riding the hot hand talking about St. Stephens. And yun nga, alam nila na nakasentro kay Luanzon yung depensa. Hayaan natin na si Harley Nang munang gumawa.
And true enough, Christian Luanzon being the intelligent player that he is, he'll gladly oblige, di ba?
He's gonna play the decoy role as long as his teammates do their part.
Albert Chua tried to stop play but to no avail. Christian Luanzon gets the basket plus a foul.
And that's exactly what Grace wanted to avoid. Edsel Chua tried to force a foul early on because he knows that Luanzon is deadly on the open court.
Jatour and one of the corner, courtesy of Jatour. Drive your future.
Hinana pa yung camera.
We see you.
Hinana pa yung camera. And he has a chance to tie this game at 34. That quick.
Yep, got the bonus. And talk about a blazing start for the Stephenians. At ngayon, dito mo mararamdaman na if you're Grace, either, somebody's down on the floor. Albert Chua, binigay lang kagad yung bola. And Alex Lau wasn't ready for that kick out. So as Cloyd Ong, sinasabi ng buong bench ng Grace, sana tinira mo na, Albert. Panlamang ng St. Stephens. Luanzon too deep underneath.
Quick hands
Ball
by Nino
tapped away
Sia.
by Nino Sia. Dunhill D to a trailing Albert Chua, who sent that ball to Alex Lau, who wasn't ready for the pass as well. Alex Lau may have tweaked his angle, but there's Harley Nang for the lead.
I don't think Alex Lau was prepared for that pass.
That's
And then
right.
When he got the ball, medyo naatrasan ata ng konti ni Christian Luanzon, and it was an awkward landing that I think we can see it in this time. Yeah, he was not prepared for it. Yeah.
Mukhang tira kasi, mukhang alakasla kasi ni Alex Lau, titira na si Albert Chua.
And obviously, Luanzon was backing him down. He did not see where the ball was going to. So that was an inadvertent contact. But good to see Alex Lau back in all fours.
Kung kailan lamang na nga itong St. Stephens. Eh ngayon, mas kailangan pa si Alex Lau dito to be a presence underneath.
Tense moments for Grace.
That's right. Dunhill using that Alex Lau screen. Albert will pop out, but Dunhill D keeps control of that ball. Dunhill suddenly fires and scores!
Bailout shot by Dunhill D. First points of the third quarter for Grace GT Radial.
Tied game at 36. Luanzon sa ilalim, napalakas. Sabi pa naman namin, within 17 feet, sure ball ka.
No, but he got a lot of problems down low. It was not an easy shot to begin with.
And on the other side, may tumulak kay Dunhill D. It was Harley Nang who will be tagged with his first personal foul. Traverse Asia, built for legacy, designed for life, builder of luxury living and landmark spaces.
Dunhill D doing his part in a way, weathering the storm for Grace Christian.
Dunhill D, ilang puntos na to? 4 na puntos para kay Dunhill D. And Grace GT Radial reclaimed the lead, 38-36. Dahan-dahan lang daw, sabi ni Arthur Chu.
They want that mismatch for Luanzon.
Simpleng high-low. Kahit malapit na nga si Lawrence Ngo, nagawa pa rin yung high-low na yun.
And he knows that he has to make that move quick because, yes, he got that mismatch, but yung close out ng ibang big man sa kanya, ang bilis.
Cloyd Ong got some space. He made 3 earlier.
He checked
na.
na.
Saka medyo tabingi dun sa alanganin yung pwesto sa top of the key. Pero Christian Luanzon, ayan.
That's more like it.
Coming from the weak side, Christian Luanzon, one dribble pull-up.
And that really shows that he's more dangerous off ball because he can just sneak up on you And then next thing you know, the ball is through the hoop.
Backdoor. Napakialaman ni Christian Luanzon yung bola. Ball will stay on the side of Grace GT Radial with 6.9 on the shot clock. Nakakatakot talaga yung gano'n na. You are deadly when you have that ball and you are deadlier when you are moving without the ball.
Yes, but remember, basketball, sinasabi nga nila, no man is an island. And when you allow your teammates to help you, na hindi lang ikaw, mas mahirap kayong kalaban.
Baseline throw in. Aldrin Yao back in the game. Setting it to Danhil D. Danhil, nice spin move. Couldn't get a shot though. Ben Chan back in the ball game. Just lost control of that ball despite all the contact provided by Luanzon and Nang.
Nino Chua with a good touch screen on Dunhill D.
Arlie. Kick out. Luanzon sa ilalim. Challenging Ben Chan. 2 free throws coming up for Christian Luanzon.
And I think that's really what they want to do in a way. Talking about Grace, the adjustment that they want to do for Luanzon. It's literally throw bodies on him. Make life hard for him.
Number 14, Ben Chan for his sportsman.
Ben Chan will be warned for that resetment to the whistle. Pero again, yung disiplina, kailangan talaga manatili. Disiplina sa depensa. By the way, we'd like to thank Sincerity Cafe and Restaurant, home of the most famous fried chicken in town since 1956.
And going back to Grace, they could not let emotions get the better of them because you feel the tides are slowly turning in favor of St. Stephen's with Luanzon getting his game on, nakakuha na niya yung rhythm niya. The last thing you want is, number 1, lose discipline on defense. Number 2, give easy points pag napituhan ka pa ng technical na referee.
Christian Luanzon, 17 points already, 8 in the first half.
So that's 9 in the third.
7 rebounds, 4 assists. There were a handful of games that Christian Luanzon, I believe, made triple-doubles.
Yeah.
What turnover.
Yep.
Nagambala ni Arthur Chu.
And he knew.
Yep.
He knew the moment that he picked up the ball that, yeah, this is going to be a turnover. And that's turnover number 17 for Grace. We talked about the turnover story. Very close in the first half, but now it's the White Shirts' turn to be wasteful. And that's going to be dangerous territory. Palitan talaga.
Dagdag lang. But get this. Dahil lumalaki yung gap sa turnovers, sumahabol na ng bagya si St. Stephen's. It's St. Stephen's SCAG was taking advantage of those opportunities. +8 sa points of turnovers.
Yeah.
Ang St. Stephen's SCAG. Aldrin Yao, bothered by Arthur Chu. Nagkaroon ng switch. It's Patterson Ngo against him. Attack is Danhil D. Atras, pull-up niya, malakas, Ben Chan, inaabot.
And we'll go back to your point in the first half. There's a lot of ball watching on the side of Grace GT Radial. The flow that we've seen them in the first half, medyo nawawala na ngayon. I don't know if it's exhaustion, fatigue, or the pressure na ito na humahabol na yung St. Stephen's, but they have to get their act quick early or else mababaon sila dito.
Luanzon has that letter. Sending it to the corner. Arthur Chu off to the right. Rebound Luanzon. May kumakat. Si Jeff Ong. Malakas lang. Rebound mapupunta kay JJ Chua.
Oh, that's a foul.
Arthur Chu almost clothesline Erwin Lim to stop that impending fast break. Nakapigil naman. Ultra Force rebound of the game muna. Sabi ni JJ Chua, akin yan.
You see, both teams, they do not want to have each other have that flow on the open court. Medyo preventive foul na ngayon sa fast break.
But again, Grace, GT Radial, they have been living in this very deliberate pace.
But now the execution, yung naging question natin.
Oo. Kasi nakapag-adjust na yung depensa ng St. Stephen's. Difficult shot for Erwin Lim. That one will not work. Rebound
wow.
by JJ Chua. Some effort coming from Benchan.
And that's just pure heft on the part of JJ Chua. Just barreling through down low. Wala nang nagawa si Luanzon sa loob.
42-40, St. Stevens. Harley Nang, the kick out. Might have traveled.
Yep.
Pero tuloy lang. Christian Luanzon, one-legged fadeaway jumper. Nope. Rebound, Erwin Lim.
That was a tough shot.
Oo.
Parang medyo nakaabingi pa eh.
Outside 17 feet eh. At natulak si Ron Lim. Usapan lang natin within 17 feet eh. Lumampas.
Naging 18.
Naging 18.
Sumobra.
Nawala yung pagka-shoot ball. Dave Gao papasok. Upo muna si Mr. Luanzon. Ron Lim at the free throw line. Like the Tech Gravity Sales Corporation. Para sa inyong suporta.
But you see the change of demeanor on the part of St. Stephen's. Yung freewheeling nila nung first quarter, first half even, they looked like a different team. They looked like a serious team coming off that halftime. And it's really curious what Coach Goldwyn Monteverde told those players to, in a way, have this, in a way, paradigm shift or change in demeanor for them to take this game a little more seriously.
Di naman siguro tinakot na, wala kayo, sige, wala kayo movie passes. Harley Nang, ang sikip. Labas kay Fico Mesinos. Back in the ballgame. Nice extra pass to Dave Gao. Just overshooting the mark. Rebound Benchan. At nahuling sumabit yung kamay ni Fico Mesina.
Number 7, Fico Mesina. His second. Fourth for 65.
3.5 remaining. Tied at 42. Huling-huli ni Dave Gao. Walang napuntahan si Erwin Lim.
That's just too big of a defender up front.
Fico looking at Lawrence Ngo. Hindi maibigay yung bola. Ikot muna sa kabila. Harley has it.
Nice pass by Harley.
Nice pass to Lawrence Ngo.
That was a beautiful pass. Wrap around by Harley.
Harley Nang, who barely took a rest in this ball game, still going at it and giving St. Stephen's a 2-point lead. Cross court, Ben Chan. Nice fake on the 3. One dribble pull up. That awkward looking shot for Ben Chan, but it's no good. Harley Nang, nasa lubong ni Ben Chan. To that corner, may kataasan yung pasa kay Joey Dada. Hindi pala. Sino napasahan doon? Wala palang tao.
Yung mas maganda pasa na muna tayo.
OSK, assist of the game. Excellent pass coming from Harley Nang to Lawrence Ngo, who was just waiting inside.
Hindi mo rin masisi si Harley. Yung ganong kagandang pasa. Gusto maka-anchor eh. Napalakas lang.
Oo. Albert Chua back in the game, by the way, para kay Coach Danny Ching against Fico Mesina. Patented kili-kili shot ni Albert Chua. Di na gumana. Lead pass. Lawrence Ngo is gone. Oh, sorry, miss. Or check that. It's Patterson Ngo is in the game.
Too much jelly.
Masyado raw libre kay Patterson.
Kita mo, hindi lang sa bata na napapagalitan pag nasobran sa ganun.
Oo. Tignan muna natin itong defensive play brought to us by Cellboy. Basta cellphone. Cellboy. Nako, saradong-sarado kay Dave Gao.
That was a quick breather for Luanzon. Back in the game once more.
2:15 remaining. And this is also one option that Grace GT Radial could explore. Yung post-presence ni JJ Chua, no?
Kasi right now, he's being utilized as somewhat of a timber down low. Just
rebounder,
another body up. Pang box out pa nga lang din minsan eh. But, you know, when you got that size, things can happen.
7 points, 6 rebounds for JJ Antonio Chua Jr.
Daming chain nun.
Oo. Oh, hoy, nako. Lumampas yung paa ni Patterson, no?
Hindi lang stepping.
Extending.
Pulang-pula yung natapakan.
Cloyd Ong back in the ball game. Erwin Lim will take a breather. Cloyd Ong made 3 3-pointers. Haven't made one since then. 2 minutes, third quarter. Kulitang Chua at Messina. Nice pass to Ron Lim. Might not be the best idea to go nearer. He had that rhythm of that three-point
he had
area.
that shot. That's why I was baffled. He took it closer.
Pero second try for Albert Chua. 3 on the shot clock. Chua throws up a prayer. No, too strong. Diretso sa kamay ni Patterson Ngo. Lead it to Christian Luanzon. Almost made it. Second try. Got it.
But he had the high advantage against 3 defenders.
Puro nakaputi. Yung nakapaligid kay Luanzon. Walang pakialam yung Christian Luanzon. Albert Chua absorbing the contact. Missed shot. Lead pass. Patterson. Ooh. Gusto pala may sumasabay sa kanya.
Yeah, but Edsel Chua looking exasperated. Thought he got fouled on one end, but the referees thought otherwise.
Diyan na rin papasok as the game progresses, no? Mas madaling ma-demoralize yung mga players, especially if they're not getting the calls they thought they had.
Every missed call feels a little bit heavier.
Oo.
And adds to the frustration overall, not just for the player, but for the team as well.
But Grace GT Radial are only down by 3.
Yeah, there's still a manageable game.
No, still a close one.
Ito yung mga sinasabi na ang unang pumikit, yari. And this is where the discipline comes in. Diba? You cannot be too frustrated. And you kind of see it a bit in the body language of the white shirts. Even those out of bounds calls, giving the possessions back to St. Stephens, it affects them.
Nabatukan si Christian Luanzon ni Ron Lim.
Yeah, that's definitely a foul.
And as far as this Grace lineup is concerned, this is not the time na hanapin nila yung iba pang nilang mga kasama dito sa lineup na to. Remember, there is no Alantan yet.
Yep.
Oo.
Wala akong Dexter Kwan.
There's no Dexter Kwan yet. Diba? There's no Oliver Lau yet. Diba?
Alex Lau pa lang to.
Alex Lau pa lang to, oh. There's no Johannes Go yet. Diba? Who could run with these guys na makakadagdag presensya din sa depensa. But it's just the first game of the season. That's somehow, naturally you would want the victory, pero getting the victory on the very first game, diba? It will set the tone in your campaign.
Kumbaga, you want to set foundations for what your season would be.
Oo. Sabi ni Dave Gao, nakatayo lang daw siya. Pero palapit. Nung po close out, lumapit talaga kay Alex Lau eh. And Alexander Lau at the free throw line. Dito naman sa St. Stephens.
You know, hard to believe. That's only Alex Lau 5th point.
That's right.
Feels like he's doing a lot in this game.
He's just been that towering presence for Grace GT Radial. Kung titignan mo naman dito sa kabila, no? Si Christian Lanson, andyan. Wala pa yung Jasper Go. Yung Jefferson T.
Hindi pa nila napalaro.
Dito. Ibang pesky guard nakita natin dito, si Pico Messina.
Pico Messina.
Oh, great double teaming by Nino Sia and Albert Chua. Albert ni Yoyo pa! Pero quick response sana. Christian Luanzon wanting to make matters into his own hands.
Yeah, 4 white shirts quick on the transition defense. No one helping Luanzon on that offensive break.
Albert will take advantage. Got rejected by Patterson Ngo. 3 seconds remaining. Luanzon at the buzzer. No, against 3 guys. That has been the Christian Luanzon story in his entire Fil-Chi Athletic Association career.
But this quarter belonged to that guy. 12 points in this quarter. All 20 points to lead. St. Stephen's back and they are ahead in this game. But syempre, Albert Edsel Chua not wanting Grace to blink, keeping his team within striking distance. But we expected a dogfight. We are getting a dogfight and 10 more minutes for this game.
Mr. MVP flexing. And look at this. Isa lang ang naghihiwalay sa Grace GT Radial at St. Stephen's SCAG.
Mo na ang Torres 5 Line, imported from Barcelona, Spain. Lasap mo ang bango, tamis at sarap. Tikman mo, lasapin mo, abot mo na ang sarap na inaasam mo. Abot mo na ang Torres.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus Only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Cut! Kulang pa eh.
Huwag papipigil kahit sarili ang kalaban.
Just take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Aged in oak barrels for that sweet caramel rum taste.
Great! Take your shot.
Tanduay Select. Drink responsibly.
Last 10 minutes. That's Mr. Troy Young, Troyster. Kung naghanap kayo ng mga extra content sa Fil-Chi Athletic Association, ayan.
May interview lagi after game.
May interview lagi. Pero basta gawin nyo ng habit ito. If you're gonna follow the legends of Filipino-Chinese basketball, Mondays, Fridays.
And you know, the thing that really, I really like is, nalalaman mo na, ay, galing pala Fil-Chi School to. JP Belencio, nagulat ako.
That's right, Washong.
Oo.
Was once a Washong College of Iloilo student. Pero balik muna tayo din sa laro na to. Fourth quarter na kasi. And Albert Chua just launched a 3-pointer. That one will sail out of bounds. Here's the thing, Albert Chua is actually using different glasses right now kasi na-disgrasya kanina sa salamin na suot niya. We don't know if he just repaired his sports glasses earlier.
That definitely affects him.
Oo. Kasi dadagdag sa iniisip mo yan eh. Baka masira ulit, baka tamaan ulit.
Even yung fit might affect, di ba?
Oo.
Hindi yung usual na feel whenever you play.
And there's a new guy on the floor. Franco Lim scoring. Coach Goldwyn Monteverde deployed relatively new guys on the floor to complement Harley Nang, Dave Gao, and Patterson Ngo.
In a way, giving his usual suspects a bit of a breather, keeping them fresh dun sa ina-expect nating big push in the finish. But on the other hand, you see Grace, medyo labas ng alas ng konti with Edsel Chua and Alex Lau deployed inside together with Nino Sia.
Balance minutes ang ginagawa dito ni Coach Danny Ching. Pero kung titignan mo yung minutes distribution ng St. Stephen's, Harley Nang playing like he is playing for Coach Goldwyn Monteverde in UP.
Yeah, feelings like, kala mo siya yung Iron Man eh. Like you expect that from Luanzon, but Harley Nang. And the thing is, he's making those minutes count. Those are quality minutes.
Hindi mo alam kung sumasama sa practice nga talaga ito ng UP. He's played almost 26 minutes in this ball game already. And you expect him, he's gonna go beyond the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, he will, definitely.
Pero ito si Arthur Chu. Isa pang extended minutes dito. He makes that layup to go. That is the first 2 points of Arthur Chu.
And these contributions are gonna be big for St. Stephen's. You see, you're manufacturing points without Luanzon and keeping the pressure on Grace. You are ahead by 5. So yung fresh legs are keeping them afloat.
turnover pa si Brian Ang. And for lack of a better term, things are not going the way of Grace GT Radial as far as the start of this fourth quarter is concerned. And it's St. Stephen's turn to slow the pace.
Yeah, and you know, if I'm Grace, I'm frustrated that this 5 on the floor is in a way favoring St. Stephen's.
Pero naka 3-pointer doon si Brian Ang. Brian Stephen Jones Ang. Nailing that 3-pointer.
And again, why did I say that? Because this is the opportunity where you feel like dito ka na kailangan gumalaw. This is where you have to make a move with Luanzon on the bench. But still, the shock troopers are keeping you at bay.
Nahulihan ng tulak dito pero tignan muna natin itong 3-pointer ni Brian Ang. Hungry Pares 3-pointer. Kailangan na kailangan ng Grace GT Radial sa ngayon. They're down by 2. Patterson to Arthur, who thought about a 3, going to his left, challenging Alex Lau.
Yeah, that was it. That's just a gorgeous one-hander. And that's always in his bag since last season.
That runner coming from Arthur Chu, ever effective. Albert Chua, mukhang gusto nang to-make over dito.
You see, kumbaga hindi na nagsisettle ng pa-jumper-jumper lang eh.
8 points for Albert Chua to go along with 3 rebounds and 5 assists. Under 7 to play. Arthur Chua attacking the kick out. 3 on the way. Franco.
Wow! Talk about big shots for St. Stephen's. And Grace doesn't know who they have to defend to because it's coming from a multitude of players.
Ngayong quarter lang na ito nababad si Franco Lim. Already made 5 points. Alex Lau lost that ball underneath. Lead pass. Harley Lang naabutan. Harley Lang. Touchdown plus a foul. A bonus free throw coming up. Pass break play muna tayo. Sumabay ka ba, Brian Am? Driving to the basket para naka BYD. Get yours at BYD Valenzuela, Marilao, or Bataan. Bonus free throw coming up. Harley Nang. 8 of 13 for Harley, or 7 of 12 for Harley Nang. Just a decent shooting.
And a lot of minutes being played.
Oo. Sige, problemahin mo yan. 6 minutes and 15 seconds. For context, naghahanap na po ng magkakaroon ng GC ng Oedo. Si Randolph Yongson. 3 on the shot clock. Oh, nice pass by JJ Chua. Nice rejection. Much better rejection, though, by Franco Lim. Coming off the bench, quality numbers, and Christian Luanzon is back in the ball game. Harley Nang, down low. Luanzon, 12 feet. Puro bakal.
Binati mo eh. With Albert Chua.
Take over mode na talaga to.
And you see him just bearing the weight of those misses.
Oh.
I know there's still a lot of time, but kumbaga yung mga ganyang possessions, he understands how precious every possession is na 3-point play na, dahil magiging 2 points pa.
But you'd feel though for Albert Chua na he's looking for his teammates. Yung mga usual na gumagawa kanila, like the Philippines Pan Asia Carrier Corp moving with you. You'd understand that you had earlier the likes of Cloyd Ong na nabantayan na rin, na-check na rin. You know there's JJ Chua who's ready to clean up your misses, pero sumikip na rin naman yung interior defense.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's a logical move for them to bring back Dunhill D. Obviously, Albert Chua wants to take over. Don't you think St. Stephen understands that? So you expect the defense to close in a little bit for Albert Chua. That's where Dunhill D can make his move.
Patterson nyo to Franco Lim, who's made a lot of positive production in this ball game. Referees didn't have a good look on who touched it last. Jump ball na lang. And possession arrow is pointing St. Stephen's way.
And again, this is Grace going back to their game plan back in the first half. Put a bigger body on Christian Luanzon, just make things hard. However, it's a sneaky pass.
Nakalusot ni Lawrence.
Oh my! Everyone was looking on the guy wearing jersey number 24. And that's how you adjust. Because if conventional wisdom says it's gonna be on Luanzon, merong ma-open dyan. And Lawrence Ngo taking advantage of that inbounds play.
At hindi ka naman binigo ni Lawrence Ngo sa kwento mo. It's like Sincerity Cafe and Restaurant, home of the most famous fried chicken in town since 1956. Back to a 9-point game. 5:18 remaining in this ball game.
And hindi pa rin nagpapahinga sa Harley na.
Babad, sir. Albert Chua. Just gonna see an increased usage rate for Albert Chua. Expect his teammates to set up multiple screens for him. And if you're St. Stephen's, you just have to give different looks for Albert Chua. Shell Station Granada, maraming salamat. Naku po.
Dito na papasok yung gigil. Diba? You really wanted to get those points, but sometimes you just have to settle down. There's still a lot of basketball to be played. 5 minutes and 10.
Kalma lang ba, kumbaga?
Haba pa yan.
Have that sense of urgency, but try to find the right mix.
Of course, you want to get back in the game in an instant. Wala naman 10-point shot eh.
Oo.
4 points lang, kaso lang wala dito.
Wala, dahan-dahan. 4-point play meron.
Oo. Mahirap din magawa yun.
Oo. Bumakdor. Pero kung yung Grace, you feel that sense of urgency. You also feel that on the other side, on the opposition, especially to that guy who's about to shoot free throws.
He wants to deny that, obviously. And you see, the moment that Luanzon got that mismatch na hindi big body yung nakabantay sa kanya, hiningin na niya agad yung bola.
Just a monumental third quarter for Mr. MVP. He had 12 in that third quarter.
And only his first points of the fourth.
In this fourth quarter. 21 points already for Luanzon. 10 rebounds.
But the scary thing about it is he's got a lot of rest from that fourth quarter na maganda yung pinakita ng bench relievers nila. So that's gonna be scary for Grace.
5 points contributed by Franco Lim. Arthur Chu getting his first points here in the fourth without the presence of Christian Luanzon.
Quality minutes eh.
Oo. Kaya nga lamang ng 10 ngayon itong St. Stephen's SCAG. Danhill D. Sending to Ron Lim. 2 on the shot clock. Tough shot for Ron Lim. Bothered by the defense. Luanzon had a running start. Christian Luanzon. Shuffle pass. Hindi handa si Franco Lim at si Harley na. Si Christian Luanzon lang ang nakakaalam ng highlight na gusto nilang mangyari.
Yung pace, siya lang ang nandun.
Oo.
Naka-tersera na siya, naka-primera pa lang yung mga kampi niya.
Nagme-minor na. Kasi alam na aabante si Luanzon eh. O yan, sabi ni Christian. Sige nga, sabay-sabay tayo.
And they have the luxury, di ba?
That's right,
Time is on their side. They can afford to do so. And once again, see Luanzon trying to attack the mismatch
against this zone. Arthur Jones! What a time for them to knock down their shots, Randall.
Yeah, we talked about the off shooting from downtown, only connecting 2 in the first half.
Sumali na rin si Lawrence Go. My goodness, 7 points for Arthur Chu this fourth quarter. And 3:37 to go. 15 na lamang ng St. Stephen's. Diyan ng timeout muna.
Welcome to Cold Storage, where freshness, quality, and convenience come together for every Filipino. Each product is hygienically packed and kept at the perfect temperature to lock in freshness. Cold Storage Seafood, freshness you can trust, right here in store.
Di mo tayo makakabenta! Yes! Don't worry! Be Unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
3:37 remaining in this ball game. St. Stephen's, SCAG suddenly pulling away. Get this, Randolph. Arthur Chu, well, actually 9 points in this, all in the fourth.
All in the fourth.
Franco Lim to start the fourth quarter, scored 5. Combined 14 points.
14
in the fourth quarter.
Basically.
Doon para sa dalawang yun.
Basically.
But get this, Grace GT Rachel only scored 7 points.
So dinoble nung dalawa pa lang.
Oo. And actually, Arthur Chu outscored the entire Grace team in the fourth. Ben Chan in the ball game. And that rim hasn't been friendly on the side of Grace GT Rachel. No look lead pass to Jefferson Ong. May kalakasan.
And the only one constant, Harley Nang still on the floor.
Mukhang nakapako talaga. Mukhang dedicated talaga na maglaro si Harley ng maximum 35 minutes dito.
Well, he has 32 already.
And he's leading this charge. Pero sinasabi niya, teka lang.
Kanina pa ako eh.
Teka lang.
Kayo ngayon pa lang eh.
Oo. Ang sarap ng tulog dito mamaya, sigurado. 5 on the shot clock. Dave Gao inside challenging JJ Chua. Di nga lang gumana.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass.
Pero na-recover ni Albert Chua. Steps back for a 3. Layo. And the offense, or the scoring actually of Grace. The scoring just deserted Grace. GT Rachel, period. Backward violation. At magde-deploy ng bagong tao dito si Coach Bernard De Gia.
I think for them, they did enough damage to deploy the shock troopers.
At hindi pa rin mauupo si Harley Lam. But get this. John Sia, hindi siya head coach ngayon. He's gonna be playing. He's wearing jersey number 28. Tsaka yung mitaka na bola yan. Of course.
Matitirahin yan.
23 pa lang ang sod ni John Sia. There's Albert Chua with a steal. Ron Lim attacking. John Sia and foul si Coach John Sia. Ayan, nakakapanibago.
No one marking Albert Edsel Chua on that play. Wala yung kambal, no?
James.
Kala ko wherever John goes, James.
It's a very good premise. Gotta ask that soon.
Last lineup eh.
Oo. Yun nga eh. In the meantime, Ron Lim. He's making the second. Again, scores very important. If these teams ended up tied, it's gonna set up some tie-breaking criteria.
Yeah, obviously, St. Stephen's feeling that this win is in the bag. So it's a matter of just giving more opportunities to those players na makaka-contribute sa dulo para sa kanila.
Di makaisa si Dave Gao kay Alex Lau. Albert Chua still continues to press.
And they continue to turn the ball over.
Oo.
It's just a problem for Grace. 21 turnovers.
Substitution, Benedict Chang checking in for 60.
May bagong papasok. That is Benedict Chang.
Akala ko papahinga na si Harley.
And Harley Nang
Hindi
is
pa
still
rin
on
eh.
the floor.
Hindi pa rin eh. Malapit na sa bench, hindi pa rin siya yung hinuhili.
Pero may starter pa rin naman kasama si Harley Nang, Jefferson
Yeah.
Ong. Oh, Jefferson Ong on the floor. No look sana ni Coach Jan.
Pinektosan
Labas muna. Oo. 8 on the shot clock. Saan pupunta itong opensa na ito? Pasayaw-sayaw si Jefferson Ong. Binabanda pa.
And everyone's just contributing for St. Stephen's. 9 points now.
That's right.
For Jefferson Ong, matching Grace's total in this quarter alone.
Cloyd Ong, natigilan din yung score niya. Alex Lau, dumagdag lang ng puntos dito. And ayan na, inupo na si Harley Nang. Taffy Lim will enter for Harley Nang. Pasok na rin sa loob.
Wala talaga
para
si
sa
Jefferson.
Grace.
Wala si Jefferson.
City Region. Wala.
Wala.
Mark Jason Tan. Nasa likod pa.
Hindi pa
John
nakakatawid.
At dito na papasok yung sense of community nitong mga to. Na kahit 40 seconds lang to.
Hey, everyone's part of the team.
Oo.
You're part of this victory. Whether you play 36 minutes or play 2 seconds.
Oh. Maaalala pa ng mga kakapi mo. Kahit mga barkada mo, kahit kalaban mo, maaalala pa. Uy, backward ka kahapon, ha? Backward ka.
Sa huntahan na lang.
Oo.
Yeah, but you know, we expect these two teams to also figure in up top pagdating ng playoffs natin. I mean, obviously,
the possibility is always there.
St. Stephen's gonna get this win, but Grace is always a tough cookie to break, and you expect them to be bring a big fight back the next time they're on the court.
Again, St. Stephen's gonna be back in action in 3 days. They'll go up against Uno High School Tri-Gem. Tapos, Grace
Battle
GT
for
Radial.
Ano pala yun?
Battle of the Undefeated Teams.
Talo pala si Uno
Talo
kanina.
si Uno kanina. GT Radial, Grace GT Radial will see action versus St. Jude.
Pahinga, sabi mo.
Linya PesoMaxFun.com. That's gonna happen on the 29th. Isa pa si Alex Lau.
Yeah, 10-point loss. Oh.
Nakahabol pa. Airball lang para kay Mark Jason Tan.
Hindi na pa shoot.
Hindi na. Recap lang, nanalo kanina ang Philippine Cultural over Uno High. And in this one, St. Stephen's SCAG winning over Grace GT Radial. It could be, you could say, a slow start for St. Stephen's. A struggle to get their rhythm. But in the end, kung paano ka talaga naglaro, lumabas na talaga yung laro ng St. Stephen's.
And it's not the blowout that many expected from them, but it really just translates to how difficult, how challenging the season will be for them. And it's also reflective of the quality of the teams. Also, Grace is no pushovers, but yun nga, at the end of the day, only one team will come out of the win, and that's those wearing, ano ba yan? Dark blue, violet, ano?
Navy blue. O kaya purple, ube. Final score, ang dami nag-contribute ng fourth quarter para sa St. Stephen's, especially the bench guys, Franco, Lim, andyan si... you also have Arthur Chu, who contributed a lot in the fourth quarter, pero yung best player, tagin natin yung ayaw magpalabas sa player.
Deserve naman siguro niya.
Oo.
Playing 34 minutes, 10 seconds away. Sabi mo, 35 minutes sila laro eh. Harley Nang taking the shine away from Mr. MVP Christian Luanzon, but those are just well-deserved numbers. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Harley Nang, our OEDO player of the game, for all 34 minutes and 50 seconds, you deserve a treat from Oedo. Congratulations.
You deserve that gift certificate coming from Oedo Japanese Restaurant sa may Santo Domingo. Congratulations to Harley Nang and to the rest of St. Stephen's SCAG. One last look at our PG Flex and all yung key matchup. Albert Chua, 8 assists. Okay na sana magda-double-double but he needed a lot of help. Christian Luanzon, usual double-double for Mr. MVP.
Yeah, big push in the second half to get to 22 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. And this is just going to be the standard for Christian Luanzon moving forward here in FCAI.
The first week is done for our 40s above division dito sa Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated. Magpapatuloy po tayo sa Lunes dito pa rin sa Tanduay Gym sa Bongtan Basketball Hall. St. Stephen's SCAG gonna go back in action versus Uno High School Tri-Gym. And our main game, gusto makaisa ulit ng PCC Eastern Communications Happy Bee Packaging. Ang katapat lang nila, yung wala ring talo na Chiang Kai-shek.
Early leadership.
Big chill, ang gandang laban pagdating sa Lunes. For my partner, Randolph Yongson, and for all the hardworking men and women of Fil-Chi Athletic Association Incorporated, my name is Jay De La Cruz. Maraming salamat po at magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Hindi mo tayo makakabenta! Yes! Don't worry! Be unleashed with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more.